Grade 2 EVS, Chapter 7, Session 3, Ideal House. Children, observe the pictures and tell me what do you see in those pictures. What do you see in this picture? A dirty house, right? What is the boy doing here? He is throwing the banana skin in the dustbin. What do you see in this picture? Yes, the girl is watching her mama cleaning the floor. The children in above pictures, we saw a dirty house, then we saw a boy throwing trash in the bin, and we also saw the lady cleaning the house. Tell me, children, who cleans your house? Where do you throw trash? And do you have windows in your house? Today we will see that what is an ideal house. So ideal means perfect and most suitable house. A house must have some basic things to make it an ideal house. So let's see whether we stay in an ideal house or not. So what is an ideal house? An ideal house is where we have proper, a proper place to stay, a clean place to stay with the open windows and having open air around. So that is, most suitable house. Let's see, do we have that or not, and what are the what makes a house as a most suitable and an ideal house? Let's see. So let's study the characteristics of an ideal house. What are the characteristics of an ideal house? First characteristic is that it has to be ventilated. Ventilation. An ideal house has enough windows and doors that provide good ventilation. Good ventilation gives us fresh air and sunlight. It also kills germs and saves electricity. So what, can you imagine your house without windows? How it will be? So without windows, a room will be dark and no fresh air will be there. So ventilation, proper ventilation is very important. Windows has to be there in your house. A cross ventilation should be there so that you get the fresh air and sunlight from outside. Another characteristic of an ideal house is sanitation. Sanitation means having a system of drainage that carry the dirty water and waste out of the house through pipes. Thus, we will be able to prevent illness. One more characteristic we have, that is disposal of garbage. Garbage should be disposed or thrown in a closed bin. It should then be collected by the local garbage collector who dumps all the garbage at a proper place. It prevents disease, and this also makes an house as an ideal house. Let's see some more examples to make a house as an ideal house. Yes. So do you want that your house should be dirty all the way? No, no. So dusting, sweeping and mopping should be done regularly to keep the house clean. A dirty house has lots of germs that cause disease. Safety. Nets on doors prevent insects from coming inside the house, and there should be no loose electrical wire in the house. There should be proper plugging and inserting of the wires in the socket, and it must be checked regularly to prevent electric shocks. Furniture with sharp edges must be avoided to prevent accidents. So now you know what makes an ideal house. So let's quickly check ourselves whether we are aware of the characteristics of an ideal house or not. So you have to do practice zone 3 of concept book. So you have to mention right true for the correct statement and false for the wrong statement. And you can check your response here in the slide. Time for assessment. Do the following questions in the workbook. So question number 6. What do you think is an ideal house? Tick the options that contribute in making an ideal house. You can check the response here. Now let's practice what we have learned till now. So here we have the I teach activity. Are you ready to become the teacher now? Great. Teach your parents that what is an ideal house and discuss how we can make an ideal house. Help them with the concept and activity, and you can ask them to give any two characteristics on how they can make a house as an ideal house, and then you will check the responses. Here we have an I do activity. So you have to do the application section on page number 71 with the help of a magazine or internet. To identify different kind of houses, collect 4 pictures of different type of houses from magazine, newspaper or the internet. Paste these pictures in the space given below and write one line about them. Let's practice with the help of a worksheet. Fill the details of application activity as asked on page number 72 of the workbook. Now write the name of any one material used in each of these houses. So above you did an activity wherein you found out four pictures of different type of houses. Now you have to fill certain details about those houses. From where did you collect these pictures? How did you feel? And how much time did it took you to complete this application? That's all for the session today. So what skills did we develop? Skill of analysis, comprehension and observation. Thank you children. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning.